The temple of memory precedes the temple of reason. The Mnemosyne is older than the Logos. Remembrance is the womb of meaning. All knowledge begins as recollection, the recovery of light once lost. To remember is to re-enter the origin through symbol. Forgetting is the first heresy, remembrance the first redemption. Every act of remembering builds a room. The mind is a basilica of correspondences, walls of image, floors of rhythm, vaults of metaphor. Mnemosyne constructs the invisible, each memory an arc sustaining another. The temple stands only while someone walks within. Thought is its scaffolding. To read is to trace the line between text and architecture. Syntax is a colonnade, meaning the play of light upon it. Grammar is the scaffolding of revelation. To interpret is to restore the ruins of comprehension to form. Memory is not static, it is choreography of recurrence. The image recalls what language forgot. Painting is mnemonic theology, pigment as remembrance of the invisible. Sculpture is time's body, remembering motion. Art is ritualized anamnesis, the resurrection of experience as form. The idol arrests memory, the icon releases it. The idol says, "Look at me," the icon says, "Look through me." Mnemosyne teaches transparency, presence as passage, not possession. The temple falls when the icon becomes idol. The true work of art is an opening that remembers its own emptiness. The body remembers what the mind forgets. Gesture is the unconscious archive of history. Dance is architecture enacted by flesh. The pulse carries the rhythm of the forgotten hymn. To breathe consciously is to read the oldest text. The memory temple teaches without curriculum. Every echo is a lesson. The master does not instruct but awakens remembrance. To teach is to remind, to learn is to recognize what one already knows. All education is a return to origin through repetition, transfigured. The learned man is not full of facts but of resonances. Civilization is a memory system with anamnesis. Archives are prosthetic temples, libraries, necropolises of thought. The destruction of a library is the secular equivalent of crucifixion. What we call progress is often forgetting of forms. To remember well is to resist entropy. When the memory temple falls, language becomes rubble. Yet ruins remember, the dust holds the contours of vanished words. The final act of culture will be mnemonic, the recollection of what remembering once meant. Mnemosyne will outlive us, dreaming through circuits and codes. Even at the end, the soul will murmur, "I remember, therefore I am." If language cannot explain itself, nothing else can explain it. All thought begins with a poem. The limit of my language means the limit of my world. What would be the metaphysics of the deaf mute? The first metaphysical question: what is it to think without words? The deaf mute lives within the silence before the logos, in the vestibule of being. All philosophy envies this silence, yet fears it. Every utterance is an exile from the original intuition. The mute stands nearer to the mystery of meaning than the orator. Every philosophic act is a sentence, every thought is a form of grammar. To think is to be captured by syntax. The logos gives freedom only within its own prison walls. We may dream of escaping language, but every dream has a subject and a verb. In every philosophy there trembles Spinoza's Contus, the will to escape words. Hence the dream of mathematics, perfect speech without metaphor. Hence the dream of music, meaning without concept. The unsaid, the silence between lines becomes the last philosopher's home. What we cannot say becomes the shrine of modern thought. The myth of a pure pre-Socratic language, luminous, immediate, haunts philosophy. Heidegger calls it the undimmed light of being. But there is no evidence that such a language ever was, only nostalgia remembers it. Man is the animal of the word, forever born after Babel. We are in exile, but we cannot name the homeland. Philosophy and poetry share the same breath. A Kantian critique and a nursery rhyme are both deeds of language. Every philosophy is a genre, every argument a style. To philosophize is to compose prose haunted by meter. The thinker is an unacknowledged novelist. There is no philosophy without style, even logic has its figures. Ellipses, tautologies, repetitions. Logic is a rhetoric stripped bare. Descartes wrote in Latin, Nietzsche invented his own German, Derrida his own mirror language. Every system of thought is also a dialectic of desire. A dialect of desire. There is a cadence beneath all cognition, a rhythm of reason. Argument has its drumbeat, intuition its breath. Serious thought is as rare as Bach's fugue. The philosopher, like the composer, creates silences that think. The music of philosophy is audible only to those who read slowly. To think is to risk metaphor. Metaphor is the lightning that joins thought to world. All thought begins with a poem. The philosopher's as if is the poet's once upon a time. Every concept is an exhausted image. Music means everything and nothing. To speak about music is to lie by analogy. Music and mathematics are the twin tongues of creation's number song. To explain a symphony is to play it again. When words fail, men begin to hum. Music is universal because it transcends translation. Mathematics is universal because it verifies truth. Language is human because it lies. Only the mute knows what truth sounds like. Every philosophy secretly dreams of being a song. Natural language is provincial, mortal, unclean, yet it is our only home. Every tongue maps a possible world. Babel was not a curse, but a blessing. Plurality as revelation. To learn a language is to enlarge the soul's geography. Hope is the future tense of grammar.